Alright, I'm doing this again. Last time when I did this, there were only like 3 events, and now there's like a bajillion, so that's cool. And also, I'm gonna be using my voice in this video because I'm too lazy to add text, and it's the perfect occasion for me to use my voice. Anyways, let's begin. Okay, so first up is the Christmas 2020 event, and let's say this one wasn't exactly the best, okay? What you had to do is go up to the main map and find like 5 gifts that are scattered around it, and you're given the ability to no clip, and using that, you're tasked with finding all 5 gifts to win the event, and that's literally all you had to do. I mean, it makes sense as to why there's not much to it. You know, the development team was pretty small back then, and this was the very first event ever released. I mean, everyone starts small and then end up going really big, like the other events that I'm gonna talk about in this list. But in this case, we're rating the events on how fun they are, and unfortunately, this one is gonna have to go all the way down. I'm sorry, Ray, but it just had to be done. Alright, next up is the Egg Hunt 2021 event, and I have some really, really good things to say about this event. So, this event basically revolves around the 2013 Roblox Egg Hunt event. So, like, it has the same map, and it has, like, the same eggs. Like, some of the eggs that are in this race mod event are directly taken from the Roblox Egg Hunt 2013. And, in my opinion, this event was really unsurprisingly fun to go through. I mean, it's an egg hunt. Who doesn't like egg hunts? They're really fun. And when I live streamed that event, it was my first time live streaming a Raise Mod event. Actually, it was my first time live streaming Raise Mod as a game itself, and it was just that fun. It was really enjoyable. Unlike some other event that I probably talked about a few seconds ago. Every egg had its own mechanics and habitats, which meant that you had to adventure around the map to find these eggs. And once you do find these eggs, you have to like think of how you're gonna get them. So for example, there's this one egg called the rocket egg, and if you go too close to it, it just flies away from you. So you have to like think of a way of like trapping it in a place where it can't escape from you, and then you just catch it before it flies away. And which is why I think this event is so unique. And another factor about this event is it has a boss fight, which you don't normally see in raise mod events. And the boss in question is G-Man, which I think is pretty cool in my opinion. And he has a variety of attacks, and he even summons zombies to help him against you. There's really no part in this event that I actually disliked. I mean, everything about this event was nostalgic and fun at the same time, with no bugs interrupting the gameplay and no event issues at all. And there was no pay to win. There's zero pay to win. You can ask any Raise Mod player, and they're gonna tell you that this is one of the best events they've ever played in Raise Mod. Well, unless they haven't played it, obviously. So, for that, I'm just gonna put it all the way up at the top tier because it's just that good. I love this event. It was a huge step up from the previous event, and kudos to Ray for that. Anyways, on to the next one. Alright, next up is the Halloween 2021 event, and oh boy, I have a lot of mixed opinions on this one. So the event starts off with you finishing your school day, and you leave the school, and you realize everything around you is Halloween themed because it's Halloween season. Every house around you is decorated to the brim with Halloween stuff. And suddenly you start hearing voices, and this guy whispers to your ear, "Psst, kid, collect 50 candies from me and I might give you something in return." And obviously, as a kid, you accept the offer because, well, you're a kid, you don't know any better, you listen to anything anyone ever says to you. So starts your adventure of collecting candies, and there's 2 ways of collecting candies. One, you have to collect candies either by walking around the map and finding them, like they're scattered around the map, or you can go up to houses and ring their doorbell, and a person is gonna come outside and gonna give you the candy. But if you're unlucky, the person, instead of just giving you the candy straight up, they're gonna give you a task to do, like clean their backyard or wipe the windows of their car. And once you do that, then they're gonna give you the candy. So you have to repeat the process, like getting candies by finding them and then doing tasks for people to get the candies until you have 30 candies. 30 candies. And once you have 30 candies, this one area in the middle called the Cursed Woods will open up. And the Cursed Woods are basically the exact same as the little town where you first started, but yeah, it's basically the exact same. So you just do stuff for the people there, and then they're gonna give you the candy. And yeah, once you have 50 candies, you have to go to the mansion at the top of the cursed woods, and once you're there, you have to ring the doorbell of the mansion, and this headless guy will come out and say, "Hey, is that all the candy that you promised me?" And you go like, "Yeah." And then, "Perfect, I'm starving. Let me eat all of this." And he just takes all your candy and eats it. And then, after a little bit, he transforms into the owner of the game, like Ray, and he says, "Psst, don't tell anyone, but I'm the owner of the game secretly. Here, have this badge as a compensation." And then you get the badge, and that's it for the event. Yeah, it's a really weird story, but the event is even weirder. Like, the event itself, like it was so buggy on release. Like, I had like a million ping when I first started playing the event. Like, when I first live streamed it, because like the optimization was really, really, really bad, and the game had to be shut down 12 times, and I had like it was so bad to the point where Ray had to refund me 120 Robux because I bought like that little moped that lets you move faster in the event. And I had to, because he shut it down 12 times, Ray had to give me back 120 Robux, which is just so hilarious. And yeah, but other than that, the event was, it was okay. Actually, it wasn't really okay because like back then you had to collect 100 candies, but then they changed it to 50 candies because they realized like, oh, 100 candies is too much. Let's change that to 50 because like, yeah, I don't know who's gonna stick around that long to get the candies, but I'm glad they changed it, and I'm glad they fixed all the bugs. So I think, in my opinion, this event should go to the pretty good tab because like it's pretty good, but like it's not exactly like amazing or the best. It's just like it's okay. It's okay, but it's okay plus. Anyways, on to the next one. Alright, next up is the Christmas 2021 event, and this is when Raise Mod events started to become more, open worlded type of events. So, your goal in this event is to collect 65 stars to help Santa light the Christmas tree in the Maryville area. And the stars are located in a variety of maps within this event. Yes, there are different maps in this event. Each area has a set amount of stars, with some areas even requiring you completing puzzles to get stars. This is also one of the only events that actually has lore in it, the other one being... Nah, I'm not gonna tell you. You just have to watch until the end, maybe you'll find out. After all these years, I still can't figure out where this asteroid came from and why it was sent here. Could this possibly be a message from outer space? We may never know. But in all seriousness, this event was really fun to play, and definitely a huge step up from the previous Christmas event. And I'm glad they forged together an actual event. There's also no part in this event that I didn't like. I mean, aside from the pay to win, but that's only like 12 Robux, so who cares? And this stupid flipping radar dish tower that is so hard to climb for no reason! But anyways, this event has some of the best, gameplay, and I think, in my opinion, this has to go in the best category. I mean, it's just that good. Anyways, let's see if the next Christmas event can top this one. Alright, next up is the Christmas 2022 event. This event is unfortunately not as good as the 2021 version. Matter of fact, it's basically the exact same as the 2020 version, but you just have to do extra work by having to collect 5 Santa plushies in 7 different maps, which obviously not everyone was fond of. Just stop flying for once. How else am I supposed to get the plushies? What, you want to see me walk to each individual plushie? Use like spider web add-on? Oh yeah, oh I totally forgot about that. Oh, I'm so sorry. This guy's definitely like the smartest Raise Mod player I've ever seen. I mean, use the spider web add-on. I mean, that's so genius. I mean, who would have thought of that? But seriously, this event was painful for me and for anyone who tried beating it. The plushies are way more hidden than the presents in the 2020 event, and you wouldn't have a clue as to where any of them are located if you don't use NoClip. I mean, Look at Snowy Hills. Do you really think someone is actually going to find the plushies on that map? Look at how big it is! I don't know why, but Ray just decided to go from an actual Christmas event all the way back to a Christmas 2020 type event. I mean, I'm not complaining because I bought a Game Pass that highlights the plushies because, you know, I'm so rich and this event is so hard. Anyways, enough talking. This event sadly has to go to the bad category because it's just a worse version of the Christmas 2020 event. Stick around to see if the next Christmas event will make a redemption arc and will actually be good. Alright, up next is my personal favorite event. Give it up for Egg Hunt 2023, the last Egg Hunt. This event was in the works for over a year, I believe, and it was originally supposed to be the 2022 Egg Hunt, but it wasn't finished in time, and instead we got that April Fool's joke event, which I'm gonna talk about soon. This event follows the story of a warrior that lost his vessel in battle. His body rotted away and he was no longer anything but a soul that was trapped in a dungeon. And that soul is in fact you, the player. You finally wake up from your slumber and you relearn all the combat skills that you once knew as a warrior. You make it to the end of the dungeon and you stumble across a vessel, and without hesitation you immediately decide to swap to it. You finally get your weapon back as well as having your body back. From there you leave the dungeon and then the Egg Hunt starts. There is so much lore in this event that it's gonna take me over an hour to explain everything, so just try to figure it out yourself. I haven't even talked about the egg hunt itself yet. There are 30 eggs in this event, which each egg being either located in an area or is a drop from an enemy. Yes, there are enemies in this event. Some eggs even require you doing a whole puzzle, like the Wise Skulls egg that took me like 30 minutes to do on my first attempt. In this event, there are also abilities, all the way from a healing circle ability to a fireball ability. You unlock abilities by finding them around the map, and they're hidden in chests, I'm pretty sure. And the bosses. Oh, the bosses in this event. They're insane. I mean, look at the Dragon Slayer. He's a giant. You need an actual strategy to beat him, and this guy is not a joke. It took me an hour to beat him with the healing circle ability. And then I realized that the energy ability makes it easier, and I kind of got mad after that. But at least I got the egg, so I was happy about that. If you told me this event was better than the first egg hunt, it would be a massive understatement. There is so much in this event to cover, and I can't cover all of it because it's gonna take me a really, really long time. This event is so good to the point where I replay it whenever I'm bored because of how fun it is. I may be biased because I love adventure games, but once again, you can go ask any RazeMod player, and they're gonna tell you that this event is goated. There is no pay to win in this event, and the only bug I know is when you go on a horse and you run into something, and then you get flung into the sky. My solution to that is just don't run into anything and you should be fine. This event was worth the wait, and I'm glad they used that event as the 2023 Egg Hunt. And as always, rip all the RazeMod Egg Hunts. You will be deeply, deeply, deeply missed. Next up is the Halloween 2023 event, and this event is interesting. It's not an event where you have to do quests or an event where you have to find stuff. This event is just one big boss fight. The Harvesters versus Mr. Pumpkin. The Harvesters are the players and Mr. Pumpkin is the boss. Once you spawn in as the Harvester, you will get one of 20 weapons. It could be an insanely good weapon, or it could be a trash weapon like the Colibri. Just kidding, the Colibri is the best. I mean, even Ray says so. After a 30-second preparation round, one player will be selected as Mr. Pumpkin, and your goal is to defeat him, which may seem simple, but it greatly depends on if your teammates are good or if there are a lot of people in your server to back you up. And if you don't have a lot of players, then Mr. Pumpkin would easily win as he has 4 abilities and he can heal if he kills someone, so that's pretty tough. Oh, and he also has like 50,000 health, so yeah, good luck killing him with only 4 players. If you do manage to kill him though, you will get the Harvester Victory Badge, but it only gives you like 2 add-ons, and obviously 2 add-ons isn't enough for everyone, so naturally, you'd go to the group hall and start complaining about how this update sucks and how this game should be deleted, but don't worry because there's one more badge you can get, and that is the Mr. Pumpkin Victory Badge. Now this badge may seem like a cakewalk as, well, you're the Pumpkin boss, you can easily demolish everyone in the server. Wrong! Each server is filled with around 20 players, and they are after your ass. If it was like 10 people, you would have probably been able to win, but 20? Nah, you're done for. That's why the only way to win as Mr. Pumpkin is as shown in the video here. Just camp this area and wait for them to enter. If they do enter, you absolutely bombard them with rockets and headbutts. There's really no other way to win as Mr. Pumpkin, and that's why this badge is so hard to get. But if you do win, you'll get 5 more add-ons, and hopefully you'll be satisfied with this award. And in my opinion, this event is unique, it's cool. It's not up to par with like Egg Hunt 2023, but it's cool, I guess. It's like a small update, like a very good small update, so just put in like a pretty good tab. Anyways, on to the next one. Alright, next up is the Christmas 2023 event, and this event is actually very simple. What you do is you wait in the server for 5 to 10 minutes, and a message will pop up asking if you want a gingerbread cookie. And if you decline the offer, nothing happens, but if you accept the offer, a gingerbread man with a big candy cane will spawn, and he will start attacking you. Now, your goal is to defeat him, but that's not an easy task, okay? He's the strongest mob in the entire game. He has 100,000 health. And I'm not making that up, 100,000 health. That's like 5 phase 4 troll bosses combined together. And he was mainly made for public service, which, you know, makes sense because 100,000 health, that's not humanly possible to kill alone. So, it's mainly made for public service, but I can't really do it in public servers because whenever I join public servers, people recognize me and they like blow me off the face of the planet for no reason. So I just do it in private servers. I mean, which sucks. Well, what else am I supposed to do? So this gingerbread man can also turn his candy cane into a cannon and fire you, dealing massive damage. Pair that with a teleportation ability and you cannot get away from him. Some dude in my comment section said he trapped him in a car and killed him like that, but I don't know, my gingerbread just keeps teleporting so much to the point where the car starts breaking because, you know, Roblox physics. This event is so simple, yet it's funny because you can do whatever you want with them. You can clone them with beetles as many times as you want and blow your eardrums from how loud the music is. Oh my god, it's so loud. Ow, my ears. And I wasn't kidding when I said you could do whatever you want with them. There's no way I'm able to do all that, man. What? Wait, the helicopter is red. Wait, what? Wait, why is the helicopter highlighted in red now? Wait, they took over it. What? What? How? Oh my god, what is... Wait, he's moving the cannon. Wait, he's controlling the cannon. What? Wait, what? Bro, what is this guy doing, bro? What? What was that? What was that? What? What? Okay, wait, I'm sorry, but I have to pause the video right there because that jump that he did was so odd to the point where I actually want to analyze it. Okay, so he shoots the cannon right here, and then... Okay, what? Okay, so he like ascends into the air and like does a curve around the... what? Okay, now he's just like frozen in the air, and now he just falls into the ground. Okay, what just happened? Okay, so he launches the cannon, but like, why does he go this way and not like back here? Because like, okay, I'm genuinely confused. Okay, this is what? This is definitely the most odd thing I've ever seen in Ray's mod. Okay, he I don't even know. He shoots the cannon, but then he like does a curve around the air, and then he like flies back like he's in fly mode. Okay, yeah, this just makes no sense. I'm done with this. I'm done. Honestly, in my opinion, this event is definitely better than the 2020 and 2022 Christmas events because at least it's fun messing around with the gingerbread man, and you're not forced to collect 5 plushies in 7 maps. 7 maps. Although this event is fun, it's obviously not better than anything else because of the lack of content. But I respect the simplicity, and I think it's fair that we put it in the OK tab. You should definitely play this event before it ends, which is in like 3 days for me right now. Anyways, on to the last one. And finally, we have the Egg Hunt 2022 event. This event is not exactly an event, it's more so of an April Fool's joke. Ray didn't have enough time to finish making the event, so instead he just made a small map resembling the crossroads. There are only 10 eggs in this event, and most of them aren't really special because you just walk up to him to collect them. The only unique eggs are the bomb and rocket egg, but we already seen those in the 2021 egg hunt. Here's the interesting part though, once you collect all the eggs, you won't get a badge, but instead you will get a portal that teleports you to another dimension, and that portal leads directly to a boss battle. And the boss in question is Jevil, which I have no idea why, but I'm not the one who made the event, so don't ask me. Jevil has 100,000 health, which you may think is enough to rival the Gingerbread Man, but in reality he only has like 10,000 health, and plus you get a sword that deals 1,000 damage per hit. So this boss isn't exactly that special. He has a bunch of abilities that are kinda hard to dodge, which is why you'll mostly end up having low HP. The exact reason why there are a lot of health packs around the map to make sure that you don't die within the first 10 seconds. Once you defeat the boss, he will appear in a wheelchair and he will say the iconic "I can't do anything" meme. After that, he will disappear into thin air and you will get the badge along with a pretty random win message and a free add-on. And can you guess what that free add-on is? I'll give you 10 seconds to guess what that add-on is. If you guessed Skibbity Toilet Garbage Shake Ohio Phantom Tax, okay, I'm genuinely sorry for saying that, but the add-on is obviously Jevil, and you can do whatever you want with him in sandbox mode. And now finally for the rating. This event is very small, yet it's surprisingly fun as, well, it's an egg hunt, and it's paired with a fun boss. It's basically like a mini version of the Egg Hunt 2021 event, and I love it. It's obviously not as good as the 2021 version, but it packs the same vibe and it's very charming, and in my opinion, it deserves no less than a low amazing tier. And finally, here's my complete tier list of Raise Mod events. You may disagree, or you may agree, but remember, at the end of the day, it's all my opinion and nobody else's. If you've made it this far into the video, please like and subscribe because it took me multiple days to make this video, and it would be greatly appreciated if you showed a little support. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.